Welcome to another episode of Top Comic Stories, where I share to you the most intriguing and interesting comic stories from both Marvel and DC Comics this week. So if you don't have the time to read comic books anymore, hopefully this short video would be enough to cover the best comic stories this week. Grab a snack, seat back, and enjoy. Does the Joker have the potential to be a hero? The Joker is DC's most dangerous criminal, but in a reverse world, anything can happen. In Action Comics number 1062, we meet a bizarro version of the Joker for the first time. In the next issue, this strange version of the Joker joins forces with Superman to take down Bizarro Superman. It's a surprising team-up for both of them, but with Bizarro's magic making everyone on Earth act opposite to how they normally do, the Joker becomes the most sensible person around, totally changing his usually wild behavior. But all things must come to an end. Even though Joker knew once Superman defeats Bizarro that he will go back to his old self, he still chose to help Superman achieve his ultimate goal. With a lot of encouragement from the Joker, Superman finally won his inner battles and defeated Bizarro. Will Sabretooth finally defeat Wolverine? Every year on Wolverine's birthday, Sabretooth always does something sinister to Logan. But this year, Sabretooth has completely destroyed Wolverine physically and psychologically. Sabretooth, together with his variants, has already killed multiple X-Men, including Kid Omega and Logan's son, Akihiro. Wolverine have had enough. After torturing a Captain America Sabretooth variant, it was revealed the main Sabretooth was in Krakoa, so Logan went to finally end Victor's life. There, he got mind-controlled by an Orcus device that make use of Kid Omega's psychic powers. Sabretooth, together with Wolverine, went to an underwater laboratory to retrieve a depowering gun created by Forge. This gun will completely remove Wolverine's healing factor, making him very vulnerable to Sabretooth's attacks. The Thing made the Hulk cry. Ben Grimm is still on hangover when the Hulk beat him into a coma on his honeymoon. But now it's payback time. In Immortal Hulk number 41, the Thing and the Hulk have their rematch. But this time, Ben Grimm isn't fighting the usual big angry Hulk. He's up against a skinny-looking one. Ben even says Spider-Man hits harder than him. But even though the Hulk starts crying after getting hit a few times, Ben keeps on punishing him. After a few more punches, the Hulk asks Ben to stop. But Ben isn't satisfied and gives him one last punch. Just as Ben lands the punch, the Hulk turns back into Bruce Banner. Ben was not able to stop the punch, so Bruce takes it and breaks both his arms. An angry Bruce then reveals that the Thing was actually fighting a kid version of the Hulk. Ben says sorry, and they both enjoy beer and hot dogs together.
3 things you didn't know about Thanos. Thanos, known for collecting the Infinity Stone and using them on his gauntlet, actually created a 7th Infinity Stone, which is Lady Death trapped inside. This is very surprising because the reason he collects the Infinity Stones is to kill everyone to impress Death. Thanos was once very jealous of Deadpool, who was also interested in Death. Surprisingly, Death also was interested in Deadpool. So Thanos cursed Deadpool with immortality, so he will never be with Death. Thanos in one time lied, killed everybody, and became King Thanos. Unfortunately, he still can't be with the one he loved, so he got a younger version of himself to kill him, so he can finally be with Death. Do you have other Thanos fun facts to share? Plastic Man betrays his best friend after his son Luke got arrested by the Justice League. Plastic Man goes to the Hall of Justice to demand his release, but Superman says no. So Plas started insulting the League members, calling Superman a despot, and even copies Sinestro and mocks him. Superman has had enough. When he was about to attack Plastic Man, Flash stopped him in the nick of time. So Flash went with Plastic Man to talk some sense into him, but after they took a detour to an alley. That's when Plastic Man used his stretchy powers to suffocate Barry till he lost consciousness, then proceeded to shapeshift into the Flash and trick Cyborg to revealing the location of his son to him. So quick question, where is Batman anyway in all this? This is the unluckiest human in the Marvel Universe. Meet David, the unfortunate human Thanos chose to torture every day on his birthday. On David's very first birthday, Thanos snatched his blanket away. On his 5th, Thanos tragically killed his father. By his 16th, Thanos ended things with David's girlfriend over a text message. At 21, he poisoned the drinks at David's birthday party, resulting in the death of all his friends. On his 25th, Thanos set fire to David's school. By 27, Thanos orchestrated David's dismissal from work while simultaneously killing his cat. However, on his 30th, Thanos missed David's birthday due to him being defeated by the Avengers. So, on his 31st, just as David hoped to celebrate it, Thanos arrived and destroyed everything around David's house. Finally, on his 45th, when David was on the verge of giving up, Thanos punched a hole in his home's ceiling, causing it to flood. Quick question, who the f*** is David? 3 extremely powerful groups ripped off from Marvel. The G-Men are the X-Men. The G-Men who first appeared in 2014 are from Earth 8 in DC Comics, and they're basically like the X-Men who first appeared in 1963. Their heroes look a lot like Cyclops, Wolverine, Jean Grey, Colossus, and others from the X-Men. The Retaliators are the Avengers. The Retaliators who first appeared in 2014 together with the G-Men are the good guys from Earth 8, and they're funny DC versions of the Avengers who first appeared in 1963. The Terrifics are the Fantastic Four. Even though each person and the Terrifics is a hero on their own. Putting them all together as a team in 2018 was DC's way of making their own Fantastic Four, who first appeared in 1961. Did we miss anything?
Who is the slowest Flash? Jay Garrick, unlike other speedsters, doesn't get his speed from the Speed Force. His powers come from a metagene that was activated after he breathed in the fumes of a chemical called hard water. At first, he could run just a bit slower than the speed of sound and could make himself invisible by vibrating his body really fast. Since he's a metahuman, Jay doesn't need the Speed Force like other speedsters do. The only drawback was that he couldn't run as fast. But after meeting Barry Allen, he learned to tap into the Speed Force and became one of the fastest members of the Flash. The Hulk got knocked the out. Hyperion is Marvel's Superman. He was sent to Earth as a child before his planet exploded. He also draws his powers from the sun. And now it's time for him to take on the Hulk. In Avengers number 3, some of the Avengers got caught by Ex Nihilo and Abyss. The Hulk wasn't just caught, but also mind-controlled by Abyss. The bad guys were trying to make Adam and a new Earth again. Just as Ex Nihilo was putting Adam down, the Avengers showed up. Abyss commanded the Hulk to attack them, leading to a one-on-one fight with him and Hyperion. They traded punches for a while, but when the Avengers freed Thor, the Asgardian unleashed a huge thunder attack that hit all the villains. This made Abyss lose control of the Hulk, and then Hyperion landed a massive punch on him. It was so strong that it turned the Incredible Hulk back into Bruce Banner. Wonder Woman ends Batman's life. In a world where most of the Justice League members are dead, thanks to time-traveling villains, and Superman and Batman are tyrant brothers who rules the world, we see a desperate Wonder Woman seeking for help. Wonder Woman seeks a stranger and helps him become his true form, the living embodiment of the human spirit, Uncle Sam. Together, plus the power of the Green Lantern ring, they fought against Batman, Superman, and their army. Wonder Woman took on Batman, and without hesitation stabs him in the heart, screaming, "Die, oppressor!" And because of this, Superman took it personal, an eye for an eye. Superman took Wonder Woman's life using her very own weapon, the lasso of truth. More stories to come next week. Subscribe so you don't miss the episode when it drops.